to be consistent. Dad's down there with their last opportunities to check the pikes over, and the butterflies may be starting to fly a little bit for our young riders. Even at this young age, the 14 to 15 and the 12 to 13-year-old riders have a lot of experience out here at this type of racing, and they're going to show you just how talented they are coming up in just a minute. Here comes the gate drop. We'll run them together. We'll score them separate. Cole Boutwell comes out of there with a nice start, but it looks like the number 87 rider, Blake Massey. Blake taking it to the front right there. Cole Boutwell's got such a great style. The guy uses so much body English all over the bike to get it to cooperate. He's a great rider. Look at him. Putting that big triple together, he slides up into the top spot as he applies that body English to the number 41 Yamaha. He gets by Massey there out of the second turn to open it up. More guys coming strong. We'll keep an eye on him. Blaine Mason getting another nice start also. Boutwell up in front. Massey coming through there. There's a nice start by the number 123 rider, Jake Lowry. He's up in there. Chase Borders also with a good start. And Blaine Mason working it over for you. Looks like Miles Parker, rider number 10 in our 14 to 15-year-old category, picking up the top spot. He won Moto number 1 over Austin Pesterling. We'll find out if that is going to ring true here in our second motos. As we're looking at that big uphill, it is the stairway to heaven. Out and running strong, Cole Boutwell, rider number 41, comes out of Lynn Haven, Florida. He races here quite often, along with his brother Casey Boutwell. And once again, he is up in front. The big battle we're expecting in Moto number 1 between himself and the number 87 rider, Blake Massey, kind of fizzled when Massey slid out. Lost the front end in what was somewhat of a wet section. Kind of slid out, and it took him a long time. He was in a precarious spot. It took him quite a while to get back on the bike. Once he did, he dropped his head and charged all the way up into the 4th spot. But now, as he comes off the gate, even with Cole Boutwell, he's got his sights set on beating him right here in this moto. The battle is on. He may not win the overall by virtue of that 4th place finish, but I tell you what, he's going to gain a lot of respect. He can stay right there with Cole Boutwell for the remainder of this race. Here comes your leader as we speak. Cole again working his way through there just like the big guys, using the double, triple, double rhythm through that section. On the gas, planting his keister over the rear end of that bike, getting a good bite from that back tire. Squirting that thing forward down Barnett Boulevard. He is all over it and making it look easy. Look at him. A natural in the air. It is starting to work out for him now as he squeezes a little more room between himself and his second place competitor, the number 87 rider, Blake Massey. Blake's going to work on consistent riding out here in this moto. He's got to. He knows he's got Jake Lowry behind him, Chase Borders, and Blaine Mason. Those guys are going quick. Borders putting a nice pass together right there. It looks like he is up the ante a little bit on the number 88 Pro Action Kawasaki ride. He was right there in the thick of things in Moto number 1 with a second place finish behind Cole Boutwell. As we see the interval between Boutwell and Massey right there. And then here's the battle. The Kawasaki mounted number 88 Pro Action back ride. That is Chase Borders, and that battle with the number 123 Kawasaki ride of Jake Lowry. Jake, who got a 6th place moto finish out of the first race right there, is charging hard for you. He's doing a lot better than that here in moto number 2, and if he can hold on up there, it's definitely going to work towards a good overall. And again, that overall means bottom line, a big fat trophy, and that means smiles all the way across the board. There's number 57 Yamaha rider Brett Herring wheeling his way through the whoops right there that are, believe it or not, at the bottom of the stairway to heaven. You don't even get a free and easy run at that thing. You got to work your way through some whoops out there. Here's Miles Parker, a quick shot of the number 10 rider. He works his way through. Austin Besterling running in the second spot there as we check on our 14 to 15-year-old category racers. Eric Huggins, rider number 621, rider number 54, Bryce Hall out there. Mitch Parker, rider number 6 on the gas. Andrew Croson, rider number 88, started moto number 1 and had a mechanical. Tough break for Andrew. Pretty much a local name out here. I'm sure we'll see him back up and on the gate at a later date. But unfortunate mechanical taking Andrew out of today's events. Good battle right there. Tell you what, Cole Boutwell has been putting a clinic on out here for you in this 85cc 12 to 13-year-old category. Obviously knows that he's got a pretty good run going on right now, looking smooth and confident. Blake Massey right there. Boy, Blake would love to have that first moto back. As I said, he really dug deep and showed a lot of heart to come back from almost dead last to the 4th spot. A lot of guys out there that carry that kind of speed for 4 full laps here at Monster Mountain. Again, this track is almost 2 miles long, and it is more or less 2 miles of the most diabolical hillside you could imagine. You either get it right or you get beat up by a lot of bumps out there when we say that there are rhythms to these jumps and places you want to land and places you need to go and be on the racetrack to get around here quickly. Certainly mean it. If you were to hit every bump out here, you'd be wore out in a couple of laps. There's no way you could put a full moto together, much less a couple of laps or several laps of practice. Quite a few laps in the first moto, quite a few laps back here in the second moto. Again, as the track deteriorates under all the wheel spin and the dirt that's moved around this racetrack from just a ton of classes. Not only the bikes, but of course the quads that in their own right move an awful lot of dirt. So Greg Cole, track designer and head referee, doing a great job to keep this track in excellent racing shape. And again, I believe that is part of the draw here at Monster Mountain. Look at Massey. Blake Massey is digging hard now. I don't know if he's going to be able to pull it off without running out of racetrack. We're going to find out, depending on what kind of flag they've got coming up here. But boy, looks like Cole Boutwell felt another gear in that Yamaha. He got down to business. He knew that was not a lapper. That is Blake Massey, and Blake is digging hard. If nothing else, he wants some respect out there. And best way for him to get it would be put a pass on that number 41 Yamaha of Cole Boutwell. Cole felt that pressure, and he has picked the pace up, and we have got one more lap coming up right here of exciting 85cc action for you. They disappear on the far side. You can see the gap that they've distanced themselves between there and the third place rider, fourth place rider coming into view here. They come down the back side, so that is a phenomenal lead for our top 2 riders, and it looks like Cole Boutwell has dropped the hammer here on this final lap. No riding around on cruise control waving at your buddies here. Cole has got his head down and he is charging. Another one of those guys with perfect form, perfect style, just dictating where he needs to be on the racetrack by virtue of all that body English on that Yamaha. He is getting the job done. Here's the big triple. Flying that thing, no problem, landing right at the top of it, easing his way back on the power. Another good up close and personal shot of your leader, Cole Boutwell, the answer back Yamaha rider out of Florida, is on the charge. Blake Massey is on the hunt. The number 87 ride. There is a lot of heart in that young man, and he has displayed it all for you today. After a Tough break in Moto number 1. He put it all behind him like a real true champion and has charged hard. There's a nice third place ride coming for Chase Borders here. Chase is going to have pretty much a lock, I believe, on that second spot. The second place and third place finish here in Moto number 2. A good run there is going to help him out. Jake Lowry, the Team Green Kawasaki rider there, doing some fine work. He is just behind the number 88 rider Chase Borders. And then Blaine Mason, rider number 15, also on the gas. Bryce Hall, another one of our Yamaha mounted riders. On a number 54 ride, doing some nice work for you. He's definitely going to up the ante. He put a 8th place first moto together. And he's doing way better than that now. So good things are coming into view for Bryce Hall. Nice ride. And there comes Massey trying to put it together. A little bit of lap traffic action right there. But again, even at this young age, our lappers staying off that fast line and letting the quick guys get on through to the business at hand. And that is the drag race up here to the checkered flag. Cole Boutwell makes no mistakes. And he's going to take a couple of moto wins. This one in the 85cc 12 to 13-year-old class. A great run. Congratulations to Cole out there doing some fine work. He had some pressure coming out of Blake Massey's number 87 Yamaha all the way around. The Kawasaki of number 88 Chase Borders. The Kawasaki of rider number 123 Jake Lowry. And the hard charge of number 15 Yamaha ride of Blaine Mason, who is also going to have a nice overall score by virtue of that third place first moto finish. Again, 85cc riders living up to the talent.
Guy was